Do 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 do. Oh, yo, what's going on? Do 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 do. Don't mind me, I'm just humming. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Y'all heard? So let me get this right. Let me get this right. How in the world, for those that live in Charlotte, how in the world didn't you think that this was one day going to happen? I'm just trying to understand it. Now, for those that don't know, let me just run it down to you real quick of what happened in Uptown Charlotte. So, at 4:15, if I'm not mistaken, yesterday afternoon, Sunday afternoon, right after the Charlotte Knights, the minor league baseball team, let out. So for those that don't know where Charlotte, you don't know you're right way around Charlotte, I'll explain it to you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? So Romare Park sits in kind of like in the middle of Uptown, somewhat. Right across the street from Romare Park is a minor league baseball park. It's where the Charlotte Knights plays their baseball games at. On the other side of Romare Park is bars. You got Ink Ivy over there. You have like 3 high-rise buildings, apartment homes, condos, all of that stuff. Like it's very busy in that area. You got a 7-Eleven over there. You got what's that? The pizza joint, Mellow Mushroom. You got a lot of stuff over there. And then Romare Park, people just chill. Like you could go out there on the weekends and just chill. It's an area where you can throw events. They have, the city of Charlotte does throw events in that area. So it's a very, prominent spot to be in. And they shot up Romare Park 4:15 in the afternoon where it's packed. And also on top of that, there was a Charlotte Knights game going on. And right after that, it ended while in the midst of the shooting taking place across the street of Romare Park. Let me just illustrate this to you. So, people coming out of the baseball game, smiling, happy, laughing. It's a family event. I've been to baseball games before. Minor league baseball games at that. They're, to me, in my opinion, they're more exciting than the Major League Baseball games. I've literally been to a minor league baseball game. I've literally been out there when the Charlotte Knights have played. Straight up. In all actuality, you don't even have to pay to get in. You can look from outside of the fence to see the game. Our Uptown is the heart of Charlotte. I know sometimes, some cities are different. Some of the city's downtown area sits more to the left, sits more to the right, sits all the way to the top of the city. On the bottom, our downtown that we call Uptown sits in the middle of Charlotte. It is the heart of Charlotte, literally. Just about anywhere that you live in Charlotte, right? Probably take you about anywhere that you live in Charlotte, probably about roughly 15 to 20 minutes to get to Uptown. And for some people, it's closer. For the NIGGASs, it's closer. I've been out there, man. I've saw knuckleheads, the NIGGASs out there. I've seen them numerous of times. And this is not shocking. I've seen them in Romare Park, and I've looked around and see, this is the thing with me. My eyes are different. I don't have virgin eyes. So I see things that ordinary people don't see. Real talk. So I've seen things and I'm like, y'all think really shit is sweet in Romare Park? I saw some things and I'm like, y'all didn't see that? Y'all didn't see that? Yo, man. Charlotte is crazy because this is real talk. If you got someone after you, if someone's looking for you, this is real talk. Charlotte is big, it's widespread, it's spread out. I ain't gonna lie like that. It's spread out. But the problem is when we have events. Everybody goes to events. Everybody. You'll see NIGGASs, no lie, at a Carolina Panthers game, a Charlotte Hornets game, at a Charlotte Knights game. It's one thing about our NIGGASs, and please, if I'm wrong, Charlotteans, please correct me. It's one thing about our Charlotte NIGGASs. The difference between our NIGGASs and others is I'll say ninjas, travel. They go to the mall. They purchase stuff. They eat out. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. It's been several times I've been at a restaurant in Charlotte and I'm like, y'all not. Let me mind my business. So this was, I'm not lying. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. And I'm not a violent person. But I saw this coming years ago. Years ago. I knew it. Best kept secret. Shouldn't be a secret. But, Charlotte has a name, that they have to uphold. But best kept secret. Don't tell nobody. Mum's the word. Violence happens in Uptown. You didn't hear from me. I'm not lying. I'm not making this up. You're not safe in Uptown. You're not. Don't count on CMPD. Because, they're not out there like that. They're not. You would think that they should be out there. But see, Charlotte, I know things are going to change. I know that they are. But Charlotte, man, I'm telling you, it's something about this city. It's not Disneyland. It's not, the Smurfs and stuff like that. But I'm telling you, this is my word. I've never been to any other city where they handle things the way that they handle, things here. I've lived in New York. They don't handle shit in New York like they handle stuff here in Charlotte. They just don't. And don't get it twisted. Things happen here. Police, there have been, police shootings and stuff like that. Don't get it twisted. There's racism, it's classism. It's not a lot of it. But Charlotte is not perfect. We all know this to be a fact. But it's different, man. I'm just trying to understand, why is it that cops don't be out like that in Uptown? Maybe it's changed. I haven't been up there in a few months, like during the weekends, the weekend hours, you know what I'm saying? Just hanging out. But when I used to hang out like that, man, no cops around. I'm gonna tell you the reason why I know this to be a fact, that there ain't no cops in Uptown. Charlatans, y'all know what I'm talking about. This is like the third time they had a story on speed racing, doing donuts in circles, right where the NASCAR Hall of Fame is at. The street that they used to call Stonewall Station, but now they changed the name because, you know, the guy was a general or a Confederate general or something like that. You know, and they wanted to pacify the blacks and, you know, make black people feel a certain kind of way. Oh, Charlotte is so beautiful. They just removed that Confederate racist man. Whatever. They removed his name off the street. And this is the third cover story on them speed racing and doing donuts in the same spot. The same spot. And the cops always come hours later. Yo, man, I'm not saying the cops are a joke up here. It's just I'm just being real. I really don't have any fear for cops. Like, when they get behind me, I go faster. I'm not saying that we need to turn Charlotte into a police city. You know, like how they doing in Atlanta. They building this big, police. I don't know what to call it. I did a story on it. I don't know what it is. I don't know what to call it, but you know, it's kind of like a police station / army base or something. No, seriously, look it up. But I'm not trying to like have tons of police all everywhere in Charlotte. But that's just the truth. Ain't no cops out here. So you know what you got to do, right? For those that look at my channel, you know what I'm gonna say. And they changed the laws in the state of North Carolina. So it's very easy. Very easy. It's so easy to the point where I am pissed. I'm hating. It's easy to get you a firearm, a handgun like this. Easy. Don't even need a permit. I had to purchase 2 permits in order to buy my handguns that I have. I had to go through all of this red tape. Y'all don't have to go through that. All you need is a license with no felonies, or at least felonies that have, domestic violence or some type of violence that has something to do with some guns. Other than that, you can walk in the Bass Pro Shop right now and say, yo, give me all of these guns. And you can have them. I mean, of course, I'm being sarcastic. But, they're going to run you. They're going to run you. They're going to see if you Lulu and all the rest of that stuff. And if you ain't Lulu and they run your criminal record, you ain't got nothing on there that it's suspicious, or, like, wouldn't allow you to get the gun, you're going to walk home with the gun, the firearm today. It may take a couple of hours, you know what I'm saying? But for the most part, you go walk in Bass Pro Shop today. Any pawn shop that sells firearms, any gun range today. And you better hurry up because, man, they are going crazy here in Charlotte. They buying up all of the firearms. Straight up. Real talk, man. in order to feel safe, better have something on you. Tell y'all something real quick, and then I'm done. I walked out the door today, and I was on 77. And today I worked out at the YMCA, Harris YMCA, located in South Park. And I got there, and normally this is something normal that I do. You know what I'm saying? I get out of the car, and that particular YMCA is a family YMCA. You know what I'm saying? So I seen a sticker on the door one day. I don't know if it's still there. You know what I mean? But I saw the sticker on the door that said, you know, I'm not permitted to have a firearm. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to check tomorrow to see if it's still there. You know what I'm saying? Because I remember, I think one day I remember not seeing it. One day I saw it, and then one day I remember not seeing it. Maybe they might have took it off because the laws have changed. I don't know. But I'm going to check on it. But anyway, so normally I take my firearm and I put it in, you know, my glove compartment, lock it up or whatever, you know, before I walk into the YMCA. And, you know, so I get out and I go to, take my firearm out of the holster, and lo and behold, I forgot my firearm. Let me tell you something. I couldn't even hardly work out. And I know what you're going to say. You know, a lot of you all that don't have firearms, most people that have firearms agree with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, man, I was nervous because I keep mine on me just in case. But for people that don't have firearms, they'll say some stupid shit like, yo, man, it ain't nothing but a couple of hours. What's going to happen within a couple of hours? That's the problem. That's the problem. That's the reason why I know y'all don't have eyes like I do. Because if you all had eyes like I do, or been in the places that I've been in, seen the things that I've saw, then you would know that when it comes to negativity and NIGGASs, it's unpredictable. That NIGGASs they have unpredictable behaviors, patterns. There's a word that I could use for that, but I forgot what the word was. But, you know, in layman's terms, you know what I'm saying? They have unpredictable behavior problems. Like, they could just flip at any given time. And when they flip at any given time and I don't have nothing on me, then guess what? I've just entered the wet t-shirt contest. Didn't even know I was a contestant. The moral of the story is it can go down at any given time. Romare Park, 4:15 in the afternoon on a Sunday. Woo-hoo-hoo! Y'all are cold. Y'all can't even. And they said they captured the guy, but there's still an ongoing, you know what I'm saying, case. So I think personally it might have been more than one shooter. If it's an ongoing case or something, I'm just assuming. I may be 100% wrong. But yeah, man, it's not shocking. You know, it may be shocking to some of you all that want to move here and think that Charlotte is nice and is this and is that. And everything that you've heard about Charlotte is true. The problem is you haven't heard the other side. You've heard all the pros, but not the cons. See, that's what I'm here for. Hi, I'm going to let y'all know. If you're running away from NIGGASs, well, we got a bunch of them here. And every now and then, they do stupid shit like shoot up Romare Park with a bunch of people sitting on the lawn. Like, no, seriously, this is my word. So Romare Park is, so we have two parks, right? Freedom Park would be our version of Piedmont Park or Central Park. Even though it's not even though Freedom Park is not as big as Piedmont Park in Atlanta, as well as Central Park in New York. What I will say as far as dealing with Romare Park is smaller than all three of them. Central Park, and Piedmont, and Freedom. But Romare Park is, I would say, our version of Central Park and Piedmont Park because of the fact that you can do a lot of things in that area. So I put it to you like this. What would somebody choose? Freedom Park or Romare Park? Romare Bearden Park. That's how you pronounce it. I would say if you're under 30 years old, you're definitely going to Romare. I would say if you're a family, if you're into, it's all about family with you. You got a wife, you got one child, it's kind of like, you got a family, definitely Freedom Park. Which one is more popular? Romare Park. Both of them are popular. Don't get it twisted. Both of them are packed, on the weekend. Both of them, you can't even, seriously, you would have to take the light rail to get to, you would have to go to one of these park and ride, you know what I'm saying? So we have, I gotta explain it to you. So we have at our train stops, parking lots where you can park your car, and then, you can walk to the train and, ride wherever you gotta go, and your car is safe, you know what I'm saying? You don't have to pay nothing or whatever. All you gotta do is just pay for, your fare on the light rail. So what you would have to do to get to Romare Park, you would have to park and ride, you know what I'm saying, and take the light rail all the way down, and get off at Stonewall Station. I think I think that's the exit where the Whole Food is at. You know what I'm saying? And then just walk directly down the street. You know what I'm saying? Romare Park sits like right in the middle of Carolina Panther Stadium and minor league baseball team called the Charlotte Knights. Matter of fact, it's right across the street from the Charlotte Knights. You got to walk a couple blocks up to get to the football field. But yeah, that's what you would have to do. And as far as Freedom Park, you would have to park outside of the park. You know what I'm saying? That area is like, it's kind of like half and half. It's like Dilworth, but then you can go further. You can go on the other side on the back of Freedom Park, and you'll be somewhat in South Park. So you would have to park several feet away from Freedom Park to get to Freedom Park. It's a community, you know what I'm saying? So there's houses in that area. It's a neighborhood called Dilworth. That's what it's called, Dilworth. But for the most part, I'm telling you, gangsters be at Freedom Park. They be at Carowinds. They be at Whitewater Park. You know what I'm saying? And everybody is packing. Just that plain and simple. That's how we get down in Charlotte. Watch yourself. You know what I'm saying? Stay dangerous. And you'll be all right. It's not the Wild Wild West down here, It's not as bad as Atlanta, but things happen. And if and when those things happen, just best to be prepared. All right? Other than that, I got more stories to cover. Like the 4 teenagers that got shot and killed in Alabama. And then 4 other teenagers that got shot and killed in Bronx. Man, there's so many murders. And all right, man, let's move on to the next video. Other than that, my name is Langston2092. I want you to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely share this video.